Now we're entering your nose, and now we're looking straight down at your throat.
Yeah, dude.
I've seen comments on my videos asking what happened to Steve-o's voice. And honestly, I always thought that my world record for barfing the most on television might have something to do with it. And it's not too late for the Guinness Book to do the right thing by recognizing that record. But as far as my voice goes, there are multiple theories as to what may have damaged it. So let's look at the earliest known footage of me speaking from my first skate videos, I Hate Rain.
Yeah, I hate rain, that's what it's called.
And I Hate Pebbles.
I completely hate pebbles. That's what it's called. We're out of here.
I was only 15 in those clips. I had never even shotgunned a beer or ripped a Milky Bong load, but still I was no opera singer.
I am completely crazy.
But by the time I went off to college, let's just say if they gave you credit for damaging your voice, I might have graduated. But that wasn't in the cards, no. The only time I ever showed up at the library was drunk with my buddies to rappel off of it. Listen as I encourage one of them to do it safely.
Oh, hurry up, dude. The battery's dying, dude. There you go.
Then, after I failed at college in almost every imaginable way, I moved to Albuquerque, New Mexico, where my lifestyle got a little bit more intense. I got into fire breathing. I also began regularly sampling cocaine and crystal meth. I drank much more, smoked heavily. Perhaps you could hear that in my voice when I was all excited about my buddy's head injury.
Wow, dude, there's a rad puddle. Oh, dude, this is fucking raw, dude.
God, I was a fucking maniac. I mean, chewing and swallowing glass, that couldn't have been good for my voice.
It counts. That or t-shirts, because otherwise we probably still weren't serving more, so.
I think I should do it, dude.
Now let's hear the first time I ever spoke on national television, on a show called Real TV.
I'm actually more worried about if the camera's filming it right than what I'm up to, really.
Now that Steve's videotape made a big splash on Real TV, maybe he'll give up pool jumping and try something a bit safer.
Of course, after that, Jackass came out, and then I moved out to Los Angeles and got myself an apartment where my smoking was anything but casual. By this point, my voice was clearly a thing. I mean, I was so easy to impersonate, people could do interviews for me.
Oh yeah, dude, this is Steve-o from Jackass, and I'm wasted on radio air.
And then, of course, my drug use got totally out of control with cocaine and ketamine and PCP, which made my voice sound weird.
And I just hit a whole lot of PCP. Yep.
But out of all the drug use, what I thought did the most damage to my voice was the nitrous oxide. God, I did so much of that stuff. I would buy 600 cartridges at a time, and that would only last me like 24 to 36 hours. Sheesh. And when all that was going on, my family got super worried about my lifestyle, and they were really on my case. So I told them, I'll go and get the most comprehensive medical checkup possible, and if all my results come back healthy, then off my back. So I did. I went to this UCLA executive health program, and my results came back indicating that I have Barrett's esophagus, which is a legitimately creepy condition which I need to monitor closely to this day. And in fact, I just had an endoscopy like a couple weeks ago and talked to the doctor about my results.
Your esophagus looks great on these biopsies and brushings.
Wow! So apparently that's got nothing to do with it. And how could it be all the drugs and alcohol when I got sober and started living real healthy and nothing changed? If anything, my voice got worse. And at one point, I confided in a friend that I felt very insecure about my voice deteriorating and my looks getting worse as I age. And my buddy said, dude, that voice is trademarked. It's you. And I hate to break it to you, but you never got to where you're at because you were a sex symbol. So don't worry about your looks either. I'm like, all right. But got to a point recently where I just wanted to get to the bottom of it. So I went to a voice doctor, and not just any voice doctor, the voice doctor to the stars. This guy's got plaques in his office from Mariah Carey, Katy Perry, Ozzy Osbourne. It's just a who's who of the music industry. And I go in there knowing that I'm gonna see my vocal cords with his scope. Is it gonna be a disaster? Should I be afraid? Oh, and here he goes. He sticks it in my nose and tells me,
now we're looking straight down at your throat. You tend to use this tissue above, the muscle above, and you use them to make your sound. And that's why it doesn't have the tonality. Now when you relax though, they're fine.
okay.
You're not getting what you could out of your vocal cords because you're not using the instrument properly.
Really, Doc? After everything I've been through, you're telling me I just suck at talking?
It would probably take you some time to kind of rework this.
So he referred me to a voice coach, this great guy named Bruce, who I've been working with. He's trying to teach me how to speak with my vocal cords instead of my throat muscles and let my voice ride on my breath.
Very often, people ask what happened to Steve-o's voice. So I decided to try to find out and work on improving it.
But I don't even know if I want my voice to change. I kind of like getting recognized over the phone. And my girl darn sure doesn't want it any different.
No, I love your voice. I think it's sexy.
Yeah. But I'm still gonna give it hell because maybe I can use it in a more healthy way. And should we expect big changes? Probably not. But should you be aware of this unbelievable project I made called Gnarly? Definitely. Get ready, this is gonna be gnarly.
Pretty gnarly.
Kinda gnarly.
Are we ready?
Yeah.
What's up, Denver? Women can paint their boobs and show them on Instagram, so I figure I should be able to paint my dick and do whatever I want. Make some noise for my brother, Weeman! Are you ready?
Wait, let me inspect for crabs this time.
When my buddies lit that stuff, right away I knew
I fucked up. I'm not doing this to hurt you, Dad.
You're gonna hurt me, you're gonna piss me off.